Hello everybody, welcome to a creation kit tutorial for Fallout 4. This is obviously not scripted, so I'm a little bit more freeform than usual, so I apologize if if it's not as smooth. But I wanted to follow up on the update video for Barstool Games. If you saw that, I mentioned, the new feature, the custom settler dialogue, and I mentioned that I was going to be doing a tutorial for that. And I did do that. I have the Nexus page up already for the that has the resource script, and then this video will be going there as well. And I will so by the time you're seeing this, it'll all be good. So what this is a tutorial for, it's going to show how to use a custom furniture object that you've created or that you want to do, and give the settler that you assign to that furniture object to give that settler custom dialogue. So instead of the vanilla, vendor dialogue or check out my inventory, whatever dialogue, you can actually write your own dialogue and have a settler, when you assign them to that object, they will then use that custom dialogue, and then when they become unassigned, they'll go back to the vanilla stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. The first thing that I want to do is we're going to set up the quest that that's going to house your dialogue. So I have already created a quest that I actually have the Barstool Games mod loaded up right now as the master. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and save to start a new plugin. We're just going to call this custom dialogue. Yep. So that's going to be our active plugin for now. And don't worry about the whole master relationship or anything like that. That's fine. But anyway, so I'm going to create a new quest. Let's go new. Okay, nope, that's because I'm not on the quest thing. Sorry about that. Again, not scripted, so I'm a little bit more freeform. Okay, so we're going to call it, we're going to do this tut underscore settler quest. That's fine. Priority, give it a 45, doesn't really matter. That's all well and good. We're going to OK out of that so we get all of our menus. And then now if we go for that quest, there it is, fire it up. This tutorial, by the way, this video tutorial is going to assume that you have some basic knowledge of the creation kit, how to do things, stuff like that. So hopefully you've created a quest before, so I'm just going to kind of move quickly. I'm creating a new reference alias in my quest here. I'm going to call it custom, well, let's go, tut settler. All this is fine. We're going to go to specific reference, and we're going to leave that blank. And that's pretty much, I think optional is also okay. And I think that's all we really need. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot my stupid monitor stuff. So hold on for just a second. I might black out the screen here so you don't see what's happening. I have to run a script to let me move about in the creation kit easier because my monitor's weird. Anyway, so should be back. So you want to set up an alias in your quest just like this. So name it, leave it as a specific reference. And I think all of this is really good. I don't think you really need to worry about a voice. If you want, you can make a new voice type and fill that in, but I'm not going to. Well, you know what? Fine. You just create a new voice type, and and I'm going to pick, where is it? Games underscore Workshop Dealers faction. So I've made a new faction just to hold the Workshop Dealers. That's not important, I don't think. So just if you have a custom faction, just use that and you can put that in there. Not a big deal. Shouldn't matter. But then that's your alias, so you should be good once you have that. And now that you have that, you can start creating your dialogue. So again, I'm going to assume that you've created dialogue before. So I'm just going to make something really, really simple. We're going to do right-click, new scene, tut underscore settler scene 01. So I'm going to kind of blow through this just to get to the meat of where we're going here. We need player dialogue. We're going to do right-click, new actor, get our alias in there. All well and good. Start greeting. Yeah, that's fine. New greeting topic. Oh my God. Tut underscore greeting 01. All well and good. So this is going to pop up. I'm just going to hit OK real quick. Go to the next screen. We want it to require player activation. The response is going to be, I don't know. This is my custom dialogue. Simple enough. Fill out your dialogue like you normally would. All that you're doing right now is exactly like you would normal dialogue. There's nothing new here. So if you've made dialogue before, it's the exact same. Add phase at end, new action, player dialogue. Close all this out real quick. We need to name our phases just because of how this works. The creation kit's weird. Name it main phase, no big deal. Okay. Okay, close out of the quest, because again, creation kit's weird. Gonna save. Go back in. This is not new, that's why I'm blowing through it. Don't need that, need to come here. No, here. Start scene on end, phase, main phase. Yep, do that, all well and good. Oh, we need to condition our greeting before I forget to do that. We want, oh shit, what is the name of that? Get is, I gotta look, or our scene, I mean, get is alias ref, right there. Alias tut settler equals 1. All this is saying is, you know, the guy who's talking to, is he in this alias? That's all that means. That's all well and good. So we're going to hit OK. And then it's going to go into this, and you're going to, I mean, you know, fill all this out, do whatever you want. 1, OK. I mean, like, do I really? I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to leave it blank. You get the idea. This is where you'd fill in your dialogue per usual. Nothing fancy at all, by the way. I do need to end the running scene, though, so I'm just going to have all these in the running scene. I do need to do that. I might even I don't know. Whatever. This won't take long. This is where you would fill in your dialogue like normal. This tutorial that's not within the scope. Doing that stuff is not within the scope of this tutorial. Again, I'm assuming you've had some knowledge of creating quests, doing scenes, stuff like that. So as you can see, really there's no difference between right now doing a settler and you know, regular scene dialogue. So this is like any normal dialogue you would do. So I'm gonna, okay, and my quest is actually done. So that's all well and good. Now the interesting part comes in with your furniture object. So what you're going to want to do is find your a furniture object that's already in the game that you want to model after. In our case, we modeled it sort of after like a guard post. So if we were to model it off a guard post, you know, well, I don't want to do a new one. We'll do a custom. That's what we'll do. We'll do a custom card. Let's find a guard post. Let's go to furniture. Where's furniture objects? We're going to make a new guard post that has custom dialogue. That's all that we're going to do. If I can find it. Items. No, is it under world miscellaneous? No. World objects. Furniture. We're just going to look for Star Workshop, probably. Star Guard, probably something like that. Yeah, here we go. Guard post furniture. Is this what we want? Workshop guard post furniture? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to duplicate this. Workshop guard post. Oh, right click, duplicate, edit. Again, kind of basic assumptions here that you've done stuff in the creation kit before, so just making a new, just duplicating that guard post, nothing fancy. Workshop guard custom. We're going to call this custom guard post, so that way I can identify it. Again, you would point, if you had a custom object, you know, you'd point to your NIF and all that and do all that good stuff. But if you just wanted to make a custom guard post, this is what we're doing. So everything in this is fine. Keywords, all that, well and good. No big deal. This is if you just want custom dialogue. What we're actually going to do is remove the workshop object script that comes on it by default. So now that our workshop is all well and good, this object is fine. Once you have your object set up, you get your proper keywords, proper actor values, all that good stuff. You just want the custom dialogue. Remove that script, and then I'm going to show you how to use the new custom script. Create new form. Yes. Or no, wait, I did not mean to do that. Whoops, whatever. Delete that. Yes. Did not mean to create a new form. Sorry. Anyway, there's our workshop guard custom. Open it back up. But yeah, so that didn't go away. Okay. So once you have that, you are going to go to the link in the description of this video, which will take you to the YouTube page, the Nexus page. And once you're here at the Nexus page, we're going to go and download the archive. It's just the PSC file, so you will have to compile it. So I'm going to walk you through that. I'm going to manual download it just like you would. And yes, I do have ad block on temporarily for the purposes of this video. Don't need ads everywhere. And then we're going to go into our downloads folder. We have our archive here. Going to pop it open. You can see it's just a PSC file, so it's not yet compiled. But I'm going to go ahead and extract. I'm going to extract this to. Just going to extract this to the desktop. No, I'm not, because I already have a version. Do I? I don't know if I do or not. Well, whatever. We're going to go down to Steam. We're going to extract it to Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Fallout 4, Data. And since it's a source file, we're going to go to Data Scripts, Source. And you would put it in whatever path you want to use it. But in my case, I'm going to go to User. I'm going to go to Barstool Games. I'm going to put it there. So script source, and it's a source file, so you're going to put it somewhere in the source folder in whatever path you want once it's in here. In my case, I'm going to put User Barstool Games. All well and good. So that's where that's going to go. And as you can see, if I'm now I'm in my data directory, scripts, source, user, Barstool Games. This is the Workshop Blackjack table script. That's the one that is used in the mod. This is the one that you will be using Workshop Custom Settler Dialog. So once you have it there, you're all well and good. Go back into the creation kit. And we're going to have to compile these scripts. So we're going to go to the gameplay tab up top, compile Papyrus scripts. And this is going to take a while because I have all of the Fallout 4 scripts extracted already. So it's going to take a minute to pop up. So I apologize for that. So we're just going to wait it out here. So when it finally finishes, go back into the creation kit. And it shows you all the scripts that you can compile, all the source scripts. So as you can see, there's a lot. But we know we want to compile Workshop. It might be under Barstool Games. It should be, the path should be under the user. So it'll be under, in my case, it'll be under Barstool Games, Workshop Custom Settler Dialog. We want to compile that one. We're going to check it. We're going to hit compile. It's going to do its thing. Should be fine. Shouldn't have any issues. He said, okay, cool. Doesn't have any issues, so it compiled just fine. So now we can use that for our furniture object. So go back to our furniture object. We're going to add a script. And we're going to use the one we just found. So we're going to search star barstool, the one we just compiled, as soon as it catches up. So yeah, so we want Workshop Custom Settler Dialog, the one that we just compiled. It should pop up in here. Hit OK. It's going to open up the properties window. And it's at this point that I need to double check. Okay, so here we are back at our custom properties. I filled all these in up here just to make them match the default guard one. I did leave this blank. No, actually, I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. Should be workshop guard object. Yeah, going to go ahead and fill that in. Not a big deal, but anyway, I'm filling that in. So the next thing is my alias. That's the custom alias that's in the property. You want this to point to your quest, your custom quest where your dialogue lives. So in our case, it's the Tut_Settler quest, and then you'd pick which of your aliases you want to use. But since we only have one, it's the Tut Settler alias. So what this will do is this points to the alias that you'll have the custom settler that the settler will be forced into to use your dialogue. And then workshop parent, you just fill it in. It can only be workshop parent. That's vanilla. That's how that works. Just like all the other ones. So anyway, the key difference here is the my alias. You want that to point to your custom quest and your custom and your alias in that quest that you want to use for your settler. So once the properties are all filled out, you hit OK. Your settlement object is then done, and we have already done our quest. So now we do need a recipe that points to this object. So I'm actually going to do that now. We need a recipe to build that object. So we need a constructible object is what we need. And we want to do, let's see, star workshop, basically, star guard. Yeah, guard post. So this is the same recipe that points to the guard post, but we're going to obviously duplicate it and make a new one. Edit. We're going to point it towards our new furniture, Tut. Where is it? Tut. Tut. There it is. Workshop guard custom. So that's our furniture. So now it's pointing to our new object. It's going to go in the same place. It's going to be under the stuff. So I'm just going to Tut_ custom fern recipe. No big deal. So yeah. So now, no, don't create a new form. Yes, I'm sure. So now we have our furniture object set. The script is attached to it. The alias is filled in. Our quest is set. The dialogue's filled in, conditioned. So that should all be, oh shoot, I need to double check to make sure I put it on start game enabled. I might not have done that. Quest. make sure you want to make sure it's start game enabled. That's the only thing I might have forgotten to do. Where'd it go? There it is, start game enabled. Leave check off run once. But anyway, start game enabled, that's what you want. Okay, all well and good. So now our quest is set up. And so quest is set up, dialogue is set up, aliases is filled in, all that good stuff. Our furniture object is set. The recipe is given, so we should go find it in game. It'll just be in where you would find the other guard posts. So let's go in game and test that out. So I'll probably cut to once we're in game. Okay, everybody, we are in game. We are here at Sanctuary. Just for testing purposes. So we're now gonna build our new custom guard post. Where is it? Defense, guard post, custom guard post. So there it is, right in the menu there. And we're just gonna, I don't know, I'm just gonna put it right here. It doesn't really matter. So as you can see, the vanilla dialogue, I need to assign someone to this. So we're just gonna pop a settler in here. I have a batch file set up to spawn me a settler for testing purposes, so I'm going to spawn me a settler, move them to Sanctuary Hills, and now they're part of the settlement. Now I'm going to assign them to there. Oh, no. So resources now assigned. Come on. Okay, let's speed this up. Walk over to the... Where are you going? Oi. Hey, you. What are you doing? This is not the mod's fault. There we go. This is just the vanilla settlement system being, well, vanilla. Come on. Are you kidding me? There we go. The dialogue should work now. I just wanted to make. I want to see them get up on the thing. Get up on the thing. Come on. Or don't. Whatever. Just stand there. Hey. This is my custom dialogue. Great, so you can see the custom dialogue is working. You can fill in other options here. You can add the option to open their inventory and all that stuff. That's simple enough. You just there's a vanilla script for that. It's just a show inventory script, I think, or whatever it is. But that's how you get your custom dialogue in. You use that script, set up your object, and it's all well and good. And these don't do anything. It's just going to end the dialogue. No big deal. But obviously, you'd set up your scene to do whatever it is that you wanted. And just to prove that it does work once you unassign them. Build a little scavenging thing just to get them away from that job. There you go. Okay, so they're now, oh shoot, nope, they're now assigned to a different object. They're going to go over there and start welding or whatever it is they do. Yeah, cool. Okay, come on. There it is. And yeah, back to vanilla, like to trade some things, all that. So that's our custom object. That's how you would do custom dialogue for settlers. This is relatively new. I don't believe anyone has done this properly. There are a few mods out there that I'm aware of that add custom dialogue to furniture objects, but they do it poorly. They the way those mods work is they just create a new scene in a vanilla quest, which is just bad. That's just not good. Editing a vanilla quest like that, especially one as big as Workshop Vendor General, whatever it is, that's just not a good idea. So this is how to do it the proper way, using a script to fill your alias to use for your quest and do your scenes. Special thanks to everybody who helped out with this. There was a lot of people, Scrivener07, the King Gaff, and all the people over at the Sim Settlements Discord, MyTigio, UI2it, everybody. Thank you all so much for helping. I hope this tutorial was beneficial to you all. It is it's a little bit more freeform, so I apologize for all the sort of blunders and everything like that going on, but I hope it was beneficial nonetheless. So the link in the description will take you to the mod page. You'll find, the link to this video as well as the file to get the custom script to use for your mod. So hope that all helps. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to check out any other content on the channel, and hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you later.